Have you ever wondered what really happened to Sharona Fleming after she suddenly left Monk? Why did Bitty Schram exit the show so abruptly? And what became of Sharona after she walked out of Adrian Monk's life? Well, today we're diving deep into the full story, every twist, every emotional moment, and every surprise that you may have missed. Stick with me because this one is packed with nostalgia, heartbreak, and a surprising love story that no one saw coming. Monk was one of the most beloved detective shows of its time, and part of that magic was the chemistry between Adrian Monk, played by the brilliant Tony Shalhoub, and his nurse and assistant, Sharona Fleming, played by Bitty Schram. Sharona wasn't just an assistant, she was a friend, a protector, and at times, even a mother figure to Monk. She balanced his obsessive-compulsive quirks with her tough love approach, and fans loved her for it. But then, she was gone, just like that. In the middle of season 3, Sharona left and Natalie Teeger, played by Traylor Howard, stepped in as Monk's new assistant. The show was taking a new creative direction. But for fans, it felt abrupt. It felt wrong. One episode, she was there. The next, she wasn't. And for years, fans were left wondering what really happened. So, let's break it down. What happened to Sharona in the Monk universe after she left? Well, according to the show, Sharona moved back to New Jersey to remarry her ex-husband, Trevor. If you remember Trevor, you'll know that he wasn't exactly the best guy. He had a history of gambling, cheating, and being unreliable. So why did Sharona go back to him? Did she believe he had changed? Was it for her son, Benji? Whatever the reason, she left San Francisco behind, and with it, she left Monk. Here's the thing, Sharona's story didn't end there. In season 8, years after she left, she came back for one last episode, Mr. Monk and Sharona. And this is where things get really interesting. When Sharona returned, we learned that she had separated from Trevor again. This time for good. She had been living in New Jersey, working as a nurse administrator in a veterans hospital and raising her son. But why had she left Trevor? The show didn't dive into details, but given his past, it's not hard to imagine why things didn't work out. And here's where things take a turn because Sharona didn't just reconnect with her old friends. She also reconnected with Randy Disher. Yes, Randy Disher, the quirky, awkward, but lovable police lieutenant who had always had a soft spot for Sharona. And as it turns out, the soft spot turned into something real. By the end of her return episode, Sharona and Randy had secretly started a relationship. It wasn't shown on screen, but it was hinted at in a way that had fans cheering. And then in the Monk series finale, we got an even bigger reveal. Randy had left San Francisco to take a job as the police chief in Summit, New Jersey. Why? To be with Sharona. But it doesn't stop there. Fast forward to 2023, Mr. Monk's last case. A Monk movie was released, and even though Sharona wasn't physically in the movie, we got the confirmation fans had been waiting for. Sharona and Randy had gotten married. Not only that, but Sharona had become a grandmother. Benji, her son, had a child of his own, and that's why she didn't attend Molly's wedding in the movie. She was home being there for her family. And in a way, that feels like the perfect ending for her character. But let's take a step back and really appreciate why Sharona's character was so important. She wasn't just a nurse, she was a strong, independent woman who brought balance to Monk's life. Like Natalie, who was more patient and understanding, Sharona had a no-nonsense attitude. She pushed Monk to be stronger, even when he didn't believe in himself. She wasn't just his assistant, she was his rock. And when she left, it created a hole that some fans felt never quite healed. Her return in season 8 was a way to provide closure not just for Monk, but for the fans. Seeing her reconnect with Randy, seeing that she had built a life for herself, and knowing that she was finally in a happy place, gave fans the ending they needed. Now, let's talk about the real-world reason for her departure. The official statement was that the show wanted to take a different direction, but rumors have circulated for years that there were contract disputes behind the scenes. Bitty Schram was reportedly negotiating a higher salary, and the network ultimately decided to write her out rather than meet her demands. Whether that's true or not, the way she was written out was abrupt, and it left fans with a lot of unanswered questions for years. When she returned in season 8, the moment between her and Monk was truly special. You could see the genuine affection between them, and it felt like a farewell that was long overdue. It was as if the writers were making up for the way she had originally been written out, giving her the moment she deserved. And in a way, it was also a moment for the fans, a way of saying, we didn't forget her, she mattered. Now, the big question, could we ever see Sharona again? With Mr. Monk's last case opening the door for more sequels, there's always the possibility. Imagine a sequel where Monk visits Summit, New Jersey, and reconnects with Sharona and Randy. Maybe we even get to meet her grandson. It would be the perfect way to bring her full circle one more time. So, what do you think? Were you happy with the way Sharona's story turned out? Do you wish she had stayed on the show longer? And do you think we might see her again if there's another Monk movie? Let me know in the comments, because I know Monk fans have a lot to say about this one. And if you love deep dives into your favorite shows, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep solving mysteries just like Monk would.